Yeah, I feel so. I mean, to be honest, not many people know this, but in the summer, I had some really, really good offers on the table, and I was looking to leave the UFC. I thought I'm at a point in my career where I want to start making some serious money, and I had some six-figure offers from the boxing community. And I was going to take that. I was in negotiation with the UFC. I also spoke to Conor's manager, Audi, at the time, and they were doing a deal for Conor, of course, and obviously as part of that deal, I could have been let go if I wanted to. And I was going to do that, but then obviously given all the things, I knew that Zubaira is the one fight that I have to do. I mean, there was no other fight in my mind that made any sense to me. I have to get that one. And that's the reason why I stayed and took a big pay cut as a result. So then for me to lose that fight, I mean, that was crazy. I was very disappointed. I didn't want to lose that fight at all. That's the fight that I want to do, and I'm only doing this one because the camp was already done and it was so close to the fight. And as you know, I never pull out, so I'm gonna do this fight. But make no mistake about it, I want Zubaira next. If he can't come back into the UFC or whatever, I don't mind. I'm happy to leave the UFC. I can meet him at ACB or any other show, but I don't see myself moving forward without closing that deal, without closing that fight. Not really, because for me it's not that hard to find a replacement. I'll fight anyone. I don't really mind. I said to them, whoever is there, is there. I don't really care. I'm gonna be there, and that's all that matters. And when you put it out to them like that, it's not that hard to find a replacement. But of course, given the quality of opponent I got, I'm delighted with the way it turned out. I mean, obviously, like I said, Zubaira is who I want, but now that I can't have him for now, Michael Johnson is a great replacement. To me, not really. I mean, yeah, certainly I brought in some different sparring partners. Of course, Johnson is a left-handed fighter, so I needed to prepare for that just to sharpen up a little bit. But as you all know, I have plenty of experience sparring southpaws in the bag already, so no, not much changed. Absolutely, everything, all the preparation you've done over the years, it shows in your next fight, and I look forward to showcasing the new skill set that I have developed in this last year. Yeah, I don't think Johnson is going to back down. He's one of those guys that brings it every single time. I've seen loads of his fights. I absolutely love his fights. It's always fireworks, and it's the same in my fights. So I look forward to this matchup. It's going to be great for the fans, and I guess this is why it's the co-main event. Yeah, I certainly do, have respect for guys taking it on short notice, but if you kind of look at it, I don't see why you wouldn't take it on short notice. If you have been training and you're fit and healthy and everything is good, then why not take the short notice fight? It's the same short notice for both fighters, so you're in the same boat essentially. With me, nothing changes. I want to be kept busy as always, but of course, sometimes life gets in the way. Let's get this one out of the way and we'll see what happens. Like I said, to be honest, I was ready to leave the UFC, and it was nothing personal. It was just a money question. The boxing world had offered me a very, very good offer. Like I said, 6 figures, and of course, this is something that seemed very appealing to me at the time. But like I said, Zubaira is the fight that I really wanted, and that's the reason I stayed in the UFC. And that's the fight that I'm gonna chase next after this one. It's a hard one to predict, because both of us are pretty tough guys, and both of us, throw everything at the other guy. So I don't know. It could be a first round. It could be 3 rounds. I'm ready for anything. I've put in a serious camp. I was more motivated than ever, and I look forward to showcasing the new skill set, like I already said.